Yo guys, Mike for Sim Racing 604, and welcome back to Automobilista 2. And after that rather scary start, I can introduce this as Road America, driving the Formula USA Gen2 here in Automobilista 2. And the reason I wanted to do this, it is Indy 500 weekend, Memorial Day weekend in the United States of America. And yeah, that for race fans is a big deal, of course. And I love INDYCAR. I think arguably the series is as good now as it has ever been. And no doubt we're making memories. And when we look back on this era, I am quite sure we'll look back on it quite fondly. Whoa! There's a little contact, tire to tire, thankfully. No damage sustained, I don't think. But yeah, when I look back fondly on INDYCAR, it is of this era. So this is the Formula USA Gen2. And you look in the top right corner of your screen, you see names like Michael Andretti, Greg Moore. Let's see, who else do I remember? Bobby Rahal, Jimmy Vasser. No Sim Racing 604, of course. Christian Fittipaldi, Gilles de Ferran. I mean, these are names I grew up with and made me love this sport. And yeah, so I wanted to relive this. We're here at Road America, going to do a 30-minute race. And it takes me back to so many memories. Most of us remember the first time we either saw or heard a race car. For me, it was a little bit earlier than this, though not much. But the Molson Indy Vancouver in, I guess it was the early 90s. And I still, to this day, can remember exactly how I felt when I heard those turbocharged V8 engines echoing off the buildings. And then I just came to love motorsports. And again, names like Andretti and Unser Jr. and Greg Moore, eventually Greg Moore, were the ones that really made me love this, and it's cool that we get to recreate this here in AMS2. Oh boy, that's a big shock. The force feedback goes crazy. We hammer on the brakes in these USA Gen 2 cars. You got to kind of ease it into the corner. So with 30 minutes to go, or with a 30-minute race rather, I'm hoping I have enough fuel here. I loaded up 128 liters. I am burning somewhere in the neighborhood of, gotta concentrate here, of 7 liters of fuel per lap. That is an absolutely unbelievable figure. And yeah, so I'm hoping the 128 liters I started with is going to be enough to get me through this race, but time will tell. And right now I am focused on talking, not focused on driving. I'm falling well back of the pack here. And let's see, where are we? 15th place. Pathetic. 8 seconds off the lead, so that's not too bad. Thankfully, it hasn't spread out too much here at Road America. Might be able to slip under here. Nope. Thought I could get through there on the carousel, but no luck. See if we can nail this. Carry as much speed as possible. Yeah, got that one done. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Just in case, I did make sure my my pit strategy was set up. So if everyone else goes in, I will go in. But hopefully we can go the full 30-minute race distance here without a pit stop. So there is a pack of cars ahead of us, as you can see. That makes it tough to overtake, but we'll see what we can do. The late, great Greg Moore out front, leading the way from Andretti and Hearn. Pruitt, Rahal, Vasser. I mean, these are the names I remember seeing leaderboards growing up, and yeah, just classic era of INDYCAR. But again, I would go to bat for this era being as good as any era. Like, I mean, the names may not have the cachet, I guess is the word, of Unser and Andretti yet, but they probably will. I mean, when you look at how competitive INDYCAR is currently, it's tough to beat. You look at, you know, because people always make the comparison to Formula One, of course, and Formula One is great in so many ways, and it's, you know, the fastest competing cars of all time. Well, you go back one generation or 3 years, and they are the fastest competing cars of all time. And you know, it's an engineering exercise in many ways, and the things they're able to accomplish are incredible. But INDYCAR to me is a more pure form of racing, arguably. You know, you might go 5 races in a row with 5 different winners, and yeah, the level of talent is just off the charts right now. So yeah, again, don't like to compare because it makes people angry, but yeah, I think they serve different roles for me. Again, I'm always impressed by the performance of Formula One cars, but you know, it tends to be dominated by whose engineers can sort of gain an advantage, and IndyCar tends to be, you know, strategy and drivers at the moment. So yeah, I guess it's whatever you like. So I am pulling close to Bobby Rahal here. Is it close enough for a slipstream? Can I get him into turn 1? It doesn't look like it. Rahal has his own slipstream there. So the pack has spread out slightly, so I got 3 ahead of me. Then there's a bit of a gap to the next bank of cars. So hopefully I can get something done in short order here. That pack of 7 was going to be nearly impossible to overtake, but it doesn't seem like that will be required. 320 kilometers an hour here, and certainly not the levels of downforce we're used to in modern race cars. So these things are scary, but the handling in AMS2 is absolutely beautiful. I know it varies a lot from car to car in AMS2, and you drive some and it feels amazing to drive others, and you think they kind of came up short. But I think the the Formula USA Gen2 handling is fantastic. I really love these cars. And I was just kind of looking through my collection. What did I want to drive? And again, it just made sense because of the Indy 500 to fire up the Formula USA series. And the Gen 2 is my favorite. I can't really drive the Gen 1, and the Gen 3 just doesn't do it for me quite as much as the Gen 2 for whatever reason. There we go. Finally got that overtake done. Jimmy Vasser now lies ahead. Oh, Vasser got wide there, got sideways there. Slow in, try and get a fast exit out of this corner. How did I hold on to that? I have no idea. And by the way, these cars are so loud in this title. You get so much ambiance from your competitors that that sound just pulls you in. I mean, this is incredible. I love this so much. About to lose this position. Yeah, I got bumped there. Tire to tire. Nothing showing on the damage indicator, so I guess it was clean contact. So now I am on a revenge tour. Myself and Rahal, and then Vasser pulling me about 2 seconds. Oh, am I going to lose another position here? Oh boy. I need to get myself sorted here. Oh, man, what is going on? I didn't even see him there. Oh, smoke from up ahead. Is that good news for me? Oh, look at that inside of the carousel. What an overtake. That one felt cool. All right, so we're back chasing Rahal at least. 2.5 seconds down on this lap by dint of that off-track excursion, no doubt. Coming up to 9 minutes past here of the 30 minutes required for this race. By the way, if you're going to recreate this, I think 120 liters should be enough to get you around for this 30-minute race. I put in 128 because just in case, depending on when we cross that start-finish line, if there's another lap required, I wanted to make sure I had enough. Man, this force feedback is just killing this car. All right, so no mistakes here. We do slow in, fast out. Can't just hammer the throttle, Mike. Oh, I see you. I see you. Wow, he's good on the brakes. That was a big one. And I think this has been a pretty good lap for me. I think this might be on for a PB. This one feels pretty clean. And we're right there. Ready for this overtake. Poised, if you will. Can I get it done in the carousel? I don't think so. It looks like that door is left open just a crack. Can I cleanly get around there? There we go.
2 lengths behind.
So now, yeah, it is on for fastest. Okay. I have to try and keep it clean here. Again, we'll try and get a good launch out of the final corner. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. There we go. Vassar and Pruitt lie ahead. Yeah, almost 2 seconds ahead of my previous best. Oh man, this is killing my old man arms. Alright, and we have caught up to the group, at least temporarily. Yeah, they're way cleaner out of that corner. But regardless, we are in the fight. And a full second to the car behind, so a little bit of breathing room there. So, how am I going to navigate these overtakes? I don't know. Seems like the carousel has been generous to us of late, so maybe I can get something done in there. Or the subsequent back straight, we'll see. Tire wear is starting to become a little bit of a factor. My front left isn't doing so hot. Down quite a bit again. I can pit if I need to, but if the competitors don't, of course, that puts me basically in last place. So I'm going to try and ride it out with the original tires. Which way are you going? Which way are you going?
Left side. You're clear.
Oh,
Left
yeah. Yeah. That one felt awesome. And yeah, I just had to be silent there for a second so we could appreciate the sounds of these cars.
Just 2 lengths back.
So we've nearly caught up to 10th place here.
2 lengths back.
Top 10 would be a decent achievement for me. I think kind of best case scenario, depending on how things go in the back half of this race. Best case scenario is probably like 6th or 7th place. Not going to get the win today. Not even going to get a podium, frankly, but you never know. Stick with it, see what happens. Oh, man. Yeah, you stay there. Scott Pruitt needs to stay there.
1 length behind.
And by the way, these cars best appreciated if you happen to have a sequential stick. I'd strongly recommend it. Just adds to the level, adds a layer to the immersion rather.
Still left. You're clear.
Come on, fellow Team Cool Green. Come on. Okay, never mind. Got nothing for you this lap. I'll get you next one. Whoa. That was close. He lifted. I don't know why he lifted. Had to do my best impression of, well, no, it wasn't the same. I was going to say that F2 incident in the Monaco tunnel. Boy, wasn't that terrifying? Did anyone see that? Sure. The level of reflexes of professional race car drivers is incredible, and that was a perfect showcase of it. Mine was not that, but it was my middle-aged man playing video games in his garage version of that. We're so close. We're so close. This is cool green against cool green. Hopefully nobody starts smoking because of this video.
We have left behind. 1 lane back. Watch your ears. He's still there.
Oh, come on, get around there. There we go.
2 lanes back.
Alright, so we're back to our typical overtake spot. I'm quite a ways back of him here, but if I can get closer through the carousel, get a good launch out, we'll see what happens. This should be good. This should work.
1 left.
There we go.
We're clear. 1 lane back.
Hey, Alex Zanardi next in front, then Patrick Carpentier. Are you Team Cool Green or Players Blue? Both absolutely iconic liveries, and I always like the blue. Of course, Greg Moore, being from my hometown, that makes a difference, but I always love that blue. Always been a blue guy. North Carolina Tar Heels in collegiate basketball, and then Players in INDYCAR. Whoa. That got the eyes wide. All right, we're past halfway. Tires are not great, but manageable, I think, for the last 13-ish minutes of the race. Starting to get a bit unsettled up there. Oh, we're 8th now, so I guess cars are pitting. That must be it. So I guess I will have to pit here. Again, I could get an unfair advantage by not pitting, but it doesn't seem like the AI is set up to go full race distance. I don't even know what my pit limiter button is. Forgot to check before the race. I jump between too many sims. I always forget my button mapping. And yes, I know I should keep it consistent between all sims, but something like Assetto Corsa, I have extra buttons mapped because of... oh, this is great. Because of energy deploy and things like that, MGUK recovery, etc. So it's difficult for me to keep it consistent between all sims, so what ends up happening is I forget where I have buttons mapped.
2 lanes behind.
Yeah, alright, they're going in. So this will be an in-lap for me. Whoa, big smoke in front of me, big lock up there. Be nice to have those fresh tires to finish the race too. So I've climbed as high as 5th place provisionally. And 15 seconds back of the lead. Yeah, it should be an interesting finish actually.
Watch your mirror.
Ooh, I'm assuming all the AI cars
Still there.
would go in, so I could... Whoa, no, Mike. No. Ugh.
It's clear.
I was feeling the pressure, and I went wide. I was going to say I could get the cheap win here by not pitting, and I'm assuming all AI cars would go in. So yeah, it would be a cheap way to get a win, but I don't want cheap. I'm just here for the experience. To relive my formative era of INDYCAR. All right.
2 lanes back.
Okay, so
Half
I
lane back.
found the pit limiter button. That's great news. Not so great news for my lap time, but great news for this pit here. All right, they don't know I'm coming, but I'm coming. All right, let's get these tires on, boys. Get this rolling. Moore is in as well. So I'm not adding any fuel, should be just tires. Pardon me. This pit lane is wild, so wide. I think this track hasn't changed in like 70 years or something, so it probably made more sense back in the day. All right, quick, tires, let's go. That was good. That was a good pit stop. Okay, Moore is out. He's long gone. Come on. Easy on the throttle, Mike. Easy on the throttle. All right, need temperature of these tires before I can start pushing. Where did we come out? 17th. Okay, so really hoping that more cars are to come into the pits. Otherwise, I just threw away my race for no reason. Rear tires already up to temp. Fronts should be up before the end of this lap, I assume. And kind of got the track to myself. Oh, no, I don't. I have a car behind. All right, so I do see the first car ahead, which would be Michael Andretti. Admittedly, I wasn't a huge Michael Andretti fan back in the day. I mean, obviously, the Andretti name, just absolutely legendary across so many different types of racing. But, yeah, never really appreciated Michael Andretti at the time. I think it was because my parents were huge Mario Andretti fans. And so it kind of became, you know, who is this next generation of Andretti? Who does he think he is? But, yeah, so my parents poisoned my thinking, if you will. I'm just kidding. I had amazing parents, but, and have amazing parents. But, yeah, just never the biggest Michael Andretti fan. Al Unser Jr. was probably it of this era. If you go, like, let's say early 90s to early 2000s, I would say Al Unser Jr. was probably the top favorite driver. Greg Moore had him for a very short period of time and huge impact on myself and my friends in the area I grew up in. It's cool to see a local boy doing well, of course, but we only had him for such a short period of time. But yeah, that's kind of where I was at with my favorites of that era. All right, we are reeling in Michael Andretti. After I said all those terrible things about him, now I'm going to overtake him. Take that, Michael Andretti. Come on. Let's go, Mike. Full tires, should be able to rip around this carousel. And I am massively faster, significantly faster than is Andretti. I don't know if he's on old tires or what. So more cars have gone in for pits. And it seems I've settled down in 13th, which... Oh, come on, Michael. So yeah, it looks like I will gain at least one more position as someone is in the pits now. So yeah, best I can hope for really is top 10. We'll see if we can get there before the end of the race. 5 minutes to go. Look at that best lap.
On your left.
Got the inside
Still
line
there,
here.
Left side. Still mid.
Woo. This is awesome. I'm recording this on Saturday morning. Just woke up. About to get life done here, but for now, I am pulled into the world of INDYCAR that I loved so much decades ago, and life does not get any better than this on a Saturday morning. Coffee's finally kicking in. I'm waking up slowly, realizing probably that I forgot to press record on my OBS or something like that. Give me gap. There we go.
You are clear.
All right. Greg Moore is next. The late and great Mr. Moore. There are buildings in my neighborhood named after Greg Moore. So hugely impactful to my community. And we remember 99. All right. Track to myself. Hopefully we can set a PB here and get close to Moore. Tires are green all around. Everything is looking cool. Stage is set for a fastest lap here. Let's see if I can make it happen. And you'll notice, you've probably seen it already, but you see that fuel counter in the center of the screen? Look at how fast that drops. Isn't that incredible? 7 liters per lap here at Road America. That is comically inefficient. But what an era of cars this was. A little bit wide there. Missed the apex and then sent me wide. Come on, let's go, Mike. I'm sorry, Greg Moore, but this might be it.
Left side. You are clear. One leg behind.
Good. So now, Paul Jones, Robbie Gordon, vaguely remember those names. All right, that was my fastest lap, 1:43.7 if you're counting. Just got rocked by the force feedback there. A little slidey through turn 1. Took something out of the tires on that fast lap there. All right, so I said best case scenario top 10. I will likely be number 8 to finish the race because we'll get this lap plus, whoa, a little bit of movement under braking there perhaps. Yeah, we'll get this lap plus one more, and it looks like there's about a 4-second gap to Gordon ahead. So I missed that apex again. Who needs apexes, right? All right, you are doomed in this carousel, sir.
Left side.
Yep, not even close.
You're clear.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Careful, 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 careful. Yep. Too much speed through that carousel. And I lost 2 positions effectively. Should have had that overtake done on Jones. Why can't I remember that name? Who is Jones? I gotta look that up. Alright, yeah, so this will be the final lap here. I am 30 seconds off the lead, but that won't be enough for them to cross the start-finish line one more time. Pardon me. One final time getting rocked by the force feedback there.
Car right. Still right. Okay, clear.
They're so much better on the braking there into that corner than I am. So, oh, come on. So we can see what's going to happen here. I got to try and keep it close to the carousel and then launch down that back straight and try and claim 2 positions here. Either way, it seems like I will be able to finish in the top 10. It's just, can I get as high as 8 is the question. Nothing doing on the carousel there. But if I can nail this right-hander... Oh, was there contact there? Looked like it. Elbows out, elbows out, elbows out, elbows out.
Left.
Oh, I see. You're going to make this dramatic through the last 2 corners, are you? There we go. Okay. Got that done. All right. So we'll cross the finish line here. This will be checkered flag. This was an absolutely phenomenal. Oh, he ran out of fuel. That was close. I almost got 7th. Oh, I got 6th, actually. Absolutely amazing. Formula USA Gen 2, Automobilista 2, Road America. What a combo. This was huge fun. I'm going to do this again, no doubt. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.